If you haven't seen it already, you can find my deck profile for this week up in the card above, down in the description below, or just on my channel. It should be the previous upload to this one. But with that being said, let's get right into the match. So this week I am against LUCK piloting Fire against my Wind deck. This should be an interesting matchup. And here I was tempted to mulligan, but I really don't want to lose the spirits here. I just opt to Experimental Draw because I don't really want to go Exalter into Chrysoar. I don't think it's great, so I just do that, set the shields. I take the one for Warmite, then go Aeromare, but unfortunately Poison Tip Arrow prevents it from hitting into it. And then he sets up a Volcanic Force, so even if I can get this next Aeromare to stick, fortunately Exalter with no Nexus targets kind of sucks. Here, another Poison Tip Arrow, just keep me off the Elestrals, it hurts, and here I just decide to Ambrosia, dying back 2, hence why I didn't put the Spirit on it, because I had 3 in drops and recover anyway. So just doing a bit of shortcut here. Luck also has the Ambrosia here, gets out the Volcaries, and starts me. I do shield the Volcaries just to slow down some of this tempo so I can kind of come back, and P-Gust really isn't it. I do play it out, but it's not enough to keep an Elestral on board. LUCK will still be, or Luck will still be up 1. So here, I know I'm in a dire strait. I got rid of all his back row. So what I decide to do here is I go Exaltair into Bag of Winds, hoping that Luck just won't put an extra Spirit on the Wormite to be able to hit over it, so I can get the Exaltair to stick. So sets 2 and does put the Spirit on the Wormite, so it's all for naught, but I really needed a play here just to kind of get back into us, and if I could have done that, I could have gone Chrysoar, but unfortunately here, Chrysoar into Falagain hurts so much. And while I do have the Ambrosia, I do play it out. I feel like it's pretty much game over. The P-Gust isn't enough either, and yeah, hits for 3, and Circle the Sky, again, is just not it. So, a really bad game 1 here. I really should have just enchanted the Exaltair turn 1 to have an Elestral on board before counter runes kind of snipe it. So I at least could have done something. I don't know how much I would have been able to do. I mean, I could have Nexus to start burning Luck for 2 with that Exalter, just use the Spirit from the Aeromare because it would have gained 1 more. So that definitely would have been a much better play than what I did. But alas, that's not what I did. So moving into game 2, I get rid of the Circle of the Sky Ultra Stars. I don't think I'll really be able to stick a P-Gust kind of shenanigans kind of card. And here, even though since I draw into Nectar of the Gods, I decide not to mulligan because I really don't want to use the spirits for it. And here find Exaltair 2 counters, and I don't make the same mistake this time. I go Exaltair, and here Luck goes Kinleo. Poison Arrow does not seem to have the Nexus target, and yeah, passing over to me. There's so much going on there, but yes, I choose to keep the hand. I do have the Falcane here. Here I go Island, and after I do this, I realize I probably should have just gone Falcane because Luck wouldn't have been able to do this, but I do have a counter rune on board, so I can at least clear out some of the back row, force him to use a bit more Spirit. So it's not the end of the world here, and I still have a face down if need be. Does do Restaurant Rollers, which has to hit the P-Gust, not the Exaltair. So Exaltair is at least still safe. Another drops kind of stinks, but hey, I go Falcane, does Poison Tip Arrow this, but I'm going to have to expend 2, and I can hit him for 3. So I do decide to pop the other back row, just kind of get rid of it. Just make sure he's off of runes, so when I establish something, it will stick most likely. So here it does get the Ambrosias off to kind of claw himself back. And I decide to go Drop Sleeves because I really need something proactive, and Aeromare is certainly it. And another Ambrosia to stabilize is very nice, and the Gorgon Gaze to set. So a decent turn of events. I could have also just gone straight into Falcon here before the Gorgons could have hit, but I think overall that was a hard play to make. It kind of happened so fast. It would have just at least been another line play. I don't know if it would have necessarily been better because what I did actually worked out pretty well, honestly. So here I would just, well, I'd still burn him for 2 with that one. So yeah, not all too bad. So our Gorgon's here to shut down the Necroth. Hammer does stop it from hit. It does allow it to hit over Chrysoar here. I just kind of want to move over the Aeromare. Luck lets me do that. So the Aeromare, I have to expel draw because I need something to stall this out. So the shield is perfect here. And yeah, honestly, Chrysoar over Aeromare to protect from Kinleo is a nuts. Like that Chrysoar went really fast. That Chrysoar was a nuts draw. So here I just set up Aeromare and I decide to attack. Because I have the answer to the Necroth here, I just kind of want to bait the shield, but Luck doesn't even have enough spirits for it. So that way it was just kind of ensuring that I have an answer to the Kinleo. Maybe he'll get aggressive. I can shield it, and then I have the Aeromare on board to kind of close it out. So you're just kind of making the same sides as last time, getting rid of this Nexus package. And then I'm deciding, do I want another one? And I decide to run 1 more Island of Aeolia over a Bag of Winds. Because I don't think Bag of Winds is doing too much here. I'd rather have an Island because I think it will have more uses than Bag of Winds and still allow for some Nexuses. So here, just double set Wormite. This game's going to be tough because it's just trying to stick an Elestral. So do hit a Sorlet, but the Gorgon's Gaze does stop it. But I do have a PTA to stop it, so I do that on the Necroth here. Just kind of keep up on board a little bit. Can still hit over because of Wormite's skill. Have to kind of take 3 here, but it's not the end of the world. I do have Ambrosias here. I'm debating on going Aeolus, but I decide to just go Arrow Mare here to just see if he has a Poison Arrow. Unfortunately, does these Poison Arrows are glued to his hand. So unfortunately, having to take 2, but resting on your laurels is a great way to catch up here. Just take care of the Volcaries. And here I actually decide to go Arrow Mare in defense, because even if he Poison Tip Arrows here, it doesn't really matter. But if I can get this, oh no, I choose to go attack because it all the way around doesn't matter. So I do hit over it, draws it to another word. I want to say Word Smite. Wormite. I was thinking of throwing defense, but I realized it doesn't really matter if he Poison Tip Arrows, so I might as well just take the initiative. So here I do go P-Gust and just pop the Gorgon's Gaze. And here with Island, I have a really interesting play I can make here. Since I got the P-Gust to stick, I go Aeolus, search for an Exaltair, because now I can go Exaltair, Nexus to the P-Gust. And that's the important thing here, because now not only do I burn luck for 2, I target that back row. It's a shield, which is huge. Island then lets me hit over this Wormite, guaranteed with both of them, and I can just hit in for 3, 5 damage total this turn. The double resting on your laurels here hurts, but I've forced now to 3, and I know I just need to keep the Wormite off him. And the Nectar is not what I see. I probably could have used the Spirit from the Island, but it doesn't matter because I have the Nog here just to find an Elestral, because it's at just to clinch this game, I need to hope that luck does not top deck an Elestral. I need something just to close out the game. Exaltair's here. I debate Ambrosianing here, but realize that it doesn't really matter since I don't have another Elestral in hand. So I just poke, hope luck doesn't have a card, and an Elestral, and he doesn't. So that was a game there. That really fast there going through it, but it just kind of shows you how intense it was, that it came down to a scenario where I just need to hope he didn't draw an Elestral. Anything but. If he drew Kinleo on that first draw, he could have been any Elestral. On that second draw, he needed specifically something other than a Kinleo, because Kinleo would have just crashed, and it would have been down to deck out. And actually, I'm curious, who would have won in a deck out scenario? And it would have been luck. So yeah, he just needed any Elestral, and he would have won it. Even now, just gets my heart racing seeing that back again. It was a really intense moment in the middle of the game, but just kudos to my opponent, LUCK. He played his heart out here, and it was some very close games, some really fun games as well. So I really enjoyed myself this week. But of course, you can check out his side of the gameplay over on his channel. It will be uploaded at 10 a.m. EST, just like mine. But of course, Luck and I aren't the only 2s who played this week. Johnny and Baron did face off against each other, so up at the same time should also be their gameplay, so you can go check those out at theirs channel, also linked down in the description below. And I guess final thoughts for this. The first thing is, I hate just going in with a blind theory because I didn't test this deck before. I think that's what got me in game 1. And game 2 and game 3, you can see I just adjusted accordingly and just kind of played it out, and that felt a lot better. So really probably should try to run some test matches to get an idea of my deck in future weeks, because that definitely is not ideal to lose game 1 just because I've never played the deck before. So yeah, that's the takeaway from this week. So there are still 2 more weeks of the regular ECL game, so you'll be finding just the regular content deck profile on Friday, gameplay on Saturday, so please consider subscribing and turning on the notification bell so you're notified when I do upload those videos, as well as any other videos, as I will have more content coming out real soon.